The reason why it's not possible to change the world quickly and beneficially and competently, cleverly and rapidly, swiftly, is because of language. It's because people are stuck in their language games, you know. China is stuck in a certain set of language games. America is stuck in a certain set of language games because people are not educated. The leaders of this world doesn't have any education about the human program. They don't know about brain science. They don't know about what language does to their brains. They don't know that we are a machine running on software, you know, basically. And if we don't check that software, if we don't understand that software, and if we don't understand the relationship between the software and the hardware, then we will not become enlightened, clever leaders, you know. Then we will be sheep or idiots. And the truth, the big truth, the high truth about the leaders of this world is that they are not leaders. They are not leaders, they are sheep, because they are victims. They follow the language games that takes control over their brains. They follow the language games that wins in the mental battle of their mind, inside their mind. They will follow the language game that one perspective represents. I mean, they will give in to a certain kind of perspective, and that perspective is a certain set of language games, and they will stick to that, and that is politics. That is international politics. That's what politics is about. It's about sticking to and organizing and understanding and navigating between certain sets of language games, certain sets of perspectives. And if you get lost inside those perspectives, or if your brain or mind gets victimized or abused, so to speak, in a phenomenological sense of the word, by the language game or by the perspective, then it means that you're an idiot. And let's say that 85% of the world leaders are plain idiots, you know, and these people are actually destroying the world because they don't have any knowledge. And the reason why they don't have any knowledge is because knowledge is not allowed in high circles, because only language games are allowed in high circles. Where power is, only language games can exist. Because if power gives up on favoring certain language games over other certain language games, then the power will weaken. Unless we're talking about a really clever leadership structure. Because if we're talking about a clever leadership structure, then this fluidity, this flexibility between language games will be not only allowed, but it will be accentuated, or it will be augmented, it will be strengthened, because that is a sign of wisdom, you know, to compare language games and to expose the map of perspectives. But power and leadership just cannot do that, because they are ideological machines fighting each other, so to speak, you know. They are national interests, and national interests are social interests, and social interests are existential interests, and existential interests expresses itself through cultural values. And these cultural values are the language games within which we live and organize ourselves. Well, you know, if you could get a president of America, for instance, with intellect, I mean a true, real talent intellectually, smarter than Obama. Obama was the smartest guy that America has had in that office. But I mean, I'm talking just about brains. I'm talking about intellectual talent. I'm not talking about qualities as a leader or qualities as a president. I'm just talking about talent. But if America could have a true talent, a real potential super leader, a master leader, a master president, then of course great things could happen, not only for America but for the whole world. America has to accept that they have to pay the bill of not only taking care of America. America has to accept the fact that they will be influencing the rest of the world too. America first is not enough. Of course now it's enough, because now America is in complete tatters. It's in shambles. There's nothing left of America, It's just a big sickness that's going to be exposed in the next years to come. And that sickness has been exposing itself for the last 1 or 2 years already. Now we're in 2020, and by 2022, I don't think there will be many people who has any respect for the American house of cards, so to speak, for the American enterprise of fake values. But whatever. What we need is leadership. We need talented leaders. We need master leaders. And you cannot get a master leader in the career segment of politicians. A career politician will never be a master leader, will never be a true talent, will never be an exceptional person. It just won't happen. The exceptional person will be blocked in circles like that, because the politicians cannot take it. The politicians cannot stand a talent, because a true talent will make everyone feel naked. A true talent will, just by his very presence, will make all the idiots superfluous. I mean, they will clearly see, as soon as a real master leader talent comes in, that there's actually no need for them. They don't have to be in government. There's no need for them to be there, because there will just be a waste of time. But that's how democracy works. Democracy works in that way, how to waste so much time that there won't be any time to solve the real questions. That's what democracy is about, how to waste so much time and so much money that there will not be any possibility to solve the real problems when they have to be solved, because the amount of wasted time, the amount of wasted money will just cripple the whole nation. It will cripple society. The so-called democratic values will cripple society, because nothing can be done. It's not possible to get anything done, because everything has to be debated, but not by the people. Everything has to, or by clever ones or by talents, everything has to be debated by idiots, the idiots that are in government. And they are there because they are stupid enough to be career politicians, because they care about themselves. They're interested in knowledge. They are interested in politics. They are interested in knowledge about this. They don't have knowledge. They are interested in knowledge. And that's the big difference between talents and other people. Talents have knowledge. They're not interested in knowledge. They have it already. Normal people are interested in knowledge. They think it's interesting. Wow, I want to learn about this, because they don't know it. So that's the difference. The difference between a clever guy and a normal guy is that the clever guy has knowledge, and the normal guy may be interested in knowledge, but he doesn't have it. A good leader has knowledge. He's not interested in knowledge because he already has it. He knows how to relate to areas of knowledge. He knows how to relate to scientific stuff. He knows how to relate to the development of society, because he has knowledge. He's not interested in learning how to take care of society. He knows that already. He knows how to do that. But among the career politicians, they don't have knowledge. They're interested in knowledge. They think, oh, it's very interesting, it's very interesting to learn about this. It's very interesting to learn about that. No, it's not interesting. It's necessary to have that knowledge before you enter politics. If you don't have that knowledge before you enter politics, then you will be incompetent. That's how it is. But that's how it is today. I mean, that's what the situation is, People who want something, they go in there, they go in the game in order to get something. Donald Trump went into becoming a president because he wanted something out of it. At least he wanted to be president, because that fulfills one of the important projects of his narcissistic personality disorder. Anyway, it will give him one more diploma to hang on the wall. Hey, I was the POTUS. I was the president of the American nation. I was the president of the United States of America. Oh yeah. Until they understood how sick I was, and then they threw me out before I could wreck the whole fucking thing that we call America. Well, whatever it is, it's just that why don't we get real leaders, The answer is because the real ones are blocked from entering the ring of the political game. Because the political game, they just don't want talents in there. They don't want clever people in there. They want career politicians. Because career politicians can be trusted. Because you know that you can never trust a career politician, and that's the thing that politicians trust. If a person with integrity comes in there, if an authentic person with integrity comes in there, the whole chicken farm is going to blow up, it's going to be chaos. Well, all right, never mind, it doesn't matter. We cannot whine about this all day, all night. The world is simply... in terms of politics and in leadership, when it comes to national leadership and world leadership, there is none. There is no leadership. The truth is that we are without leadership. This world is without leadership. And because we don't have talents to control stuff, to lead. We don't have talents to lead. We don't have talents to pave the way for society to develop and evolve. And that's a sickness. We have only status quo, and the status quo is stupidity and incompetence. And blind politicians without true, real, authentic, genuine knowledge about what life is, about what the human program is, about what the world is. And this is what we need to know in order to organize and develop a better global world society. All right. Thank you.